Clara has the distinction of having remembered the church in her will, and because of that, we've been able to do a number of things. And probably the biggest one was the grand piano, and one thing leads to another, right? I mean, if we just had an old Wurlitzer, do you think we could have Rochelle? Probably not. So anyway, I thought it'd be fun to kind of get to know her a little bit for everybody, and also just pin the tail on the donkey that, hey, everybody could be like Clara and remember the church and their will. So that's kind of what's in my head.
One of my favorite stories, and I told this one at her memorial service, was she came into church one Sunday and she said, I won't be here next Sunday. And I said, well, where are you off to? And she said, my 65th class reunion. And I looked at her and I said, literally, how the hell are you, Clara? And she looked at me and she goes, I'm 82. I looked at her and I said, I thought you might be in your late 60s and couldn't figure out how you were going to a 65th class reunion, because she certainly did not look or act like she was 82. But that was, she just stunned me when she said that. But she was always, most of the time, just happy-go-lucky. She just loved to sing to the Lord and sing high tenor. That was one of her favorite things.
Found out about Clara was that she, through the years, put her own life on hold to take care of her sister. And that went on for a long time.
Clara was, she was Clara. There was nobody like Clara.
No.
And we always sat together at choir practice and cut up and stuff. And then I'll never forget, for the fashion show back in 2012, she was on the committee for setting up the fashion show, and she got every one of the door prizes. And we must have had 30. She was all over town getting door prizes. I mean, she just really went to town with that. And then at the fashion show, we had one of those long tables set up with all her friends from Barefoot Bay. I mean, we had to set them up at a special table in the back where everybody could sit together, and she just loved it. And she was just wonderful. And I just remember her last day. She passed away singing her heart out to the Lord.
Sang herself right into heaven, didn't she? She sang herself right into heaven.
And she was singing her heart out.
Our love of singing together was what our friendship was. I mean, we started years before she came to our church singing in the Sebastian Singers, which was a group of women. And actually, I think she was instrumental in starting that group through Welcome Wagon. And she loved to sing, and really she wanted to do as many solos as possible. And she also had a gospel group. The other two ladies were not members of our church, but they were. Clark thought I was still on mute. I'm not on mute, am I?
No, you're good. You're good.
We would never put you on mute.
That'd be tough.
Anywho, so this gospel would provide some of the special music at some of our Sunday services. And like they said, she, at her last group of singing, that's when she went to the Lord. She was special. She and I would have some interesting little conversations, being both sopranos. I guess there was a little bit of competition there. I don't know. She was great.
But were you all present on the Sunday that she went home?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
She was singing with Kathy Daniker and Mana.
Mana Lopez.
Okay. So not
Looked at
everybody.
one, then the other, and fell over.
Yeah, Kathy told me she just, she said she felt Clara like leaning on her, like, come on, Clara, well, you know, what's going on, you know, and then it hit her just, she went down and the whole church stopped everything.
So for those who are watching or listening who may not know the story completely and are still just getting a picture of her, she passed away during a worship service in which she was in a trio singing. And that's how she died. And, you know, you can think of all the ways to pass away, but that sounds like a pretty good.
Clara would, she did this more than once, but she wanted to have some of the shut-ins in Barefoot Bay who couldn't get out for Christmas music and so on. She wanted the choir to go there and sing to them. And Charlene was all for that, to get us out and moving and bring some joy to them. So she had this list of people. We followed her around Barefoot Bay, sang everywhere, and they were delighted.
You know, this is a small attempt to be connected through remembering friends of ours at First Presbyterian Church. So I want to thank you all for taking a few minutes to do this. And I hope you have a good Friday and a good weekend. And God bless you.